Guys, so welcome back. Fucking sorry for the long delay. I've been in Norway, I've been in Granada, so just back onto the next for the pink letter. We've already gone through Ramsay is the author, but we'll go through Mance Rayder today. So really we'll go through the possible motivation. Mance Rayder wrote the pink letter to get a rise out of Jon in order to, in my opinion, A, get him to come to Winterfell, or B, to get Jon killed in response to Jon's betrayal of the Free Folk, or C, to bring his wildling army south with him to Winterfell, where he could then command them as king again. Because you know how Mance feels strongly about all the people from beyond the wall and how they suffered. So the points for Mance Rayder as the author is that Mance's character, he's quite mysterious, but we know he's not an idiot. We know he's been to Winterfell many times. We know he was Night's Watch brother, so he doesn't doubt that he could read and write. And he seems too much of an integral character for George R. Martin to kill without, just like that, you know, just from a letter, without his actual death being in any particular point of view. So, I'm not saying that he wouldn't be killed, but I'd say that George R. Martin has said he even likes the character quite a lot, and you know, he was quite angry when he was killed in the show as he was. So any show watchers, Mance Rayder's not dead. He put one of the jewel things on that Melisandre did, and he was right bones. So yeah, he's pretty awesome. Mance's arc in the books. Anyway, so the points of Mance Rayder as the author of the letter. The letter references black crows. These last two words are generally used by wildlings to refer to the Night's Watch, and are used specifically by Mance Rayder to the Night's Watch, especially Jon. Mance is also probably one of the few people to know all of the events referenced in the letter. He's one of the only ones who really do know that. And he is likely literate, as I said, using the anagram able while at Winterfell. Points against Mance. Ramsay could have got the information from flaying, torturing Mance and his spear wives that he brought with him. Mance might not have the time or ability to write a letter with Bolton's aware of Jane's escape and likely IDing of the spear wives. Moreover, would he have access to all the rookery where the ravens are likely kept to send a letter? Would he know how to send a raven? I imagine he would because of the Night's Watch. The motivations listed by fans all over the place. A few of them wrote on my Facebook. So yeah, do go and have a look on my Facebook. There's a big discussion group, Fantasy Shire. But yeah, the motivations listed by fans is all over the place. Each has its weaknesses. Like, why would Mance want the Night's Watch at Winterfell? Why would he want to get Jon killed? He does admire Jon. Jon has his son also at Castle Black. Is Mance willing to, you know, he's not the man willing to me to risk that. But we don't know if he has a bigger plan in store. Because I think if a man who, Mance is probably the best politician in the whole fucking Song of Ice and Fire. If he can mobilise all of these mad, different language species from all, some of them cannibals all from beyond the wall, then, you know, I think he's not a character to be underestimated. And it's just, why would he want to get Jon killed? But moreover, it's only to be a coincidence that Tormund learns the contents of the letter. That's a coincidence, you know. And Mance could not have foreseen this. So if Mance could have foreseen this, and you know he knew Tormund was going to do it, maybe it's different, but there's no way that Mance could have seen this. If Jon were rational, he likely would have kept this information from the wildlings. Though most users of the term Black Crow are by wildlings, the term Black Crow is once used by Jon, and the term Crows is used by Armory Locke in A Clash of Kings, I think. Yeah, it is. So really, it's a bit of another it's a bit spangled, like Ramsay being the author. We really don't know. To me, at the moment, I think Mance is probably the most likely of the author, but we need to know a lot more about it, which is why I think it's great how George R. R. Martin has left this, because we really don't have a fucking clue who wrote it. Next, I will be doing Asher Greyjoy as the author, and then after that I'll be doing Stannis. So every Wednesday I'll be doing one of these, because we've got a hell of a fucking long time before we find out who. So I'll be going through all of them, and then at the end, you know, I'll be adding a few of my own new theories that I've summarised. For example, I've been looking into Theon has created a kind of other alter ego. So there's Reek, Theon, and another one, or one to kind of deal with the way that Ramsay has treated him. So yeah, so please do subscribe, you know, like, do whatever you want. There's a few prizes up for grabs. I brought some chainmail and shit back from Norway. Cheaper than it was to get a fucking burger out there, or a pint. Pint was like 40 odd quid or something. But anyway, went to Harold Hardrada's big old fort. So yeah, please do what my great stallion says. It's called what should I call him? I might just call him Pinky. Yeah, a bit like Blackie from True Grit, but Pinky. Or he's a bit like a pig actually. Hog horse. Anyhow.